glass everywhere. People on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with the torture repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails, used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango, skipped the life and tango, a zircon princess, seemed to lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell her stories, took the girls back home. She went to the city and got so diddy, she had to get a punch, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My brother's doing bad, stole my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer, membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane. I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My son said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school cause the teacher's a jerk. He must think I'm a fool and all the kids smoke reefer. I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be a street sweeper. I dance to the beat, shuffle for my feet, wear my shirt and tie and run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money, ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. They push that girl in front of the train, took her to the doctor, sewed her arm on again. Stabbed that man right in his heart. Gave him a transplant for a brand new start. I can't walk through the park cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on my gun cause they got me on the run. I feel like an outlaw, broke my last glass jaw. Hear them say, you want some more? Living on a seesaw. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Say what? It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. You'll grow in the ghetto, living second rate, and your eyes will sing a song of deep hate. The places you play and where you stay looks like one great big alleyway. You'll admire all the number book takers, thugs, pimps, and pushers, and the big money makers, driving big cars, spending 20s and 10s, and you wanna grow up to be just like them. Smugglers, scramblers, burglars, gamblers, pickpocket peddlers, even panhandlers. You say I'm cool, I'm no fool, but then you wind up dropping out of high school. Now you're unemployed, all non-void, walking around like your pretty boy Floyd. Turned stick-up kid, but look what you done did. Got sent up for an 8-year bid. Now your manhood is cooked and you're a make tag. Spend the next 2 years as an undercover fag, being used and abused to serve like hell. Till one day you was found hung dead in the cell. It was plain to see that your life was lost. You was cold and your body swung back and forth. But now your eyes sing the sad, sad song of how you lived so fast and died so young. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Yo, Mel, you see that girl, man? Yeah, man. Yo, that sound like Cowboy, man. Cool. Yo, what's up, money? Yo. Ow, hey, where's Cool and Raheem, man? Lay upstairs cooling out. So what's up for the night, y'all? Yo, we can go down to the fever, man. We'll take out Junebug, man. Hey, yo, you know that girl, Betty? Yeah, man. My mom got robbed, man. Yeah, she got hurt bad. Don't nobody move nothing. Y'all know what this is. Get him up. Get him up, man. We down with Grandma, the Flash, and the Furious. Is that a gang? No. Shut up. I don't hear you now. Scoot up.
Yeah, you know, when Melly Mel came out with that song, I think that's who came out with that song. Melly Mel, right? You see, when Melly Mel came out with that song, that was my first introduction to rap. He was talking about, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. And then he was talking about roaches and rats and staring at them. What, man, when I finished listening to that song, that shit was like a fucking movie. I was a kid. And every time I heard that fucking song, I used to just be amazed. I used to think I was in Harlem. I think that's what the song was about. I don't know why. For some reason, I just thought the song was about Harlem. And I just pictured Harlem in my head from that song. I've heard, I don't know, for some reason, every time I hear that song, what's that? It never rains in somewhere LA. It never rains in somewhere, I think it was Southern LA or South, something. I said, oh shit, I want to go down there. Tony and them sung that goddamn song. And then, for some reason, I traveled over America, many places, all over the East Coast, a few places on the West Coast, but I've never been to the Bay Area. And by listening to E40 and them, and the Jacker, you know I fuck with the Jacker, it just makes you want to go to the Bay. You know what I'm talking about? So I just say that to say, well, with some music, you know, listening to some music, you be like, damn, it's like a book. You be like, oh shit, that shit sound cool. Word, what the fuck is that them niggas doing over there? It's like they take you into their world. You know what I'm talking about? What's happening on their side? Anyway, I say that to say, you know, I noticed some other things when I'm on some other sides that me, I don't watch TV and I ain't on social media, so I got a little bit more time to take things in, maybe analyze it a little bit different, you know? Not looking into things too deeply. You ain't gonna drive yourself crazy, but you got time to look at reality. Reality is not what you see in front of you. It's actually what it is, you know? And something became interesting. I won't say became interesting. Something is interesting to me. That, okay, if you ask me, right, to show you where a welfare office is in America, New York City, and anywhere, and I know New York City well, I couldn't even point you in a direction. If you told me, okay, you know what? Show me somebody that's on welfare because I need to talk to them, but it needs to be a guy like, you know, male between 18 and 30. I'll be like, damn, my nigga, I don't know. Go ask one of them crackheads or something. That's it. Then if you was like, okay, listen, last but not least, show me any guy that you know that's on welfare. I'll be like, that I know? I'll be like, nah. With those questions right there, I ain't gonna be able to help you. And that's it. Simple, done. With my time in the UK, totally different. If you told me, yo, point me to a welfare office, I'll be like, yo, there's probably one over there. If you told me, show you a man between 18 and 30 that's on welfare, I'll probably be like him, and him, probably. And if you say, introduce me to somebody that you know that's on welfare, I can probably be like, I don't know people's business, but maybe ask him. Now, you asking me, yeah, you say that to say what? Give me a second, yo. Let me take a sip and hit this spliff. And I don't expect you to understand me. It's just something that I seen. And just like NWA and everybody else that did their job in music and information, whatever. It's all information. Oh yeah, I ain't hit the spliff yet. Calm down, wait, relax. I'm only take a couple seconds, a couple minutes more anyway. And I ain't high either. Probably think he high, he talking crazy. Nah, this just for the pain. Yeah, sometimes I got chronic pain. It comes and goes. But anyway, it's another story. What I've noticed is that system is a welfare system. First of all, I want to know, is a welfare system good? From me believing that I have at least an average intelligence, I would say, well, yes, compared to third world countries that have no infrastructure and no government support or internal support to help them in certain situations. I would see a welfare system as being good if I'm going to look at it from that point of view. Okay, how can I argue that? When you look at, like I said, third world countries, African countries, Caribbean countries, even South American countries that can use some type of internal support, more for the country. We don't have, there's no one to give you. If you don't have, you don't have. You have to ask a neighbor and that's it. You finish, you done. All right. So a welfare system in a country that can benefit the population, how can I deny that this is something good? Unless I was high. Okay. But seeing that system actually work, I can sit here like a professor now and say to one of my comrades, let's have a discussion based on my experience. And my experience shows me that for men, especially black men, in a Western country, I'm not talking about a third world country. If it was a third world country, maybe I have to change my mind. In the Western country, I might disagree. I think a welfare system is a pacifier and it takes away the ambition of a man. When I look at the culture of American culture and the culture of British culture, I see America, they say, yo, make it with $1 and a dream. Just have a dream. You could do it. Don't give up. Start from nothing. Just build. Believe in yourself. Whereas in the United Kingdom, it's that kind of system is not really there because they have welfare to say, well, don't worry, you'll be all right. Worse come to worse, at least you'll be okay. Whereas in an American system, it's, look, failure is no option. Failure is not an option. You have to make it. You have to succeed. And even if you fail in this, you have to succeed in something. But you have to succeed because you have to eat. So your mentality in everything is, I have to win. when they, like, I was listening to a story where it was Eskino, state property. I think the day when he said he signed to Rockefeller Records, and he said he left and he met up with Jay-Z. They was in a hotel, whatever. And he said to Jay, like, yo, look, man, could y'all put me up in a hotel or somewhere? Like, I can't go back. I don't want to go back to Philly right now. Like, I'm probably on a run, like I beef, shit hot. Like, sometimes that's where you'll get a person that'll pick up and be like, yo, I'm moving to LA. For what? To pursue my acting career. You don't know nobody over there. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna be homeless. I don't give a fuck. Yo, how you gonna make it? I don't give a fuck. I'm going. That's how you'll get a motherfucker pick up and go to Atlanta and be like, yo, I don't even know how I'm gonna make it. Sleeping in my car for about 2 weeks, but don't worry, I'm gonna get shit right. I know somebody down here, plus I could get a job. Don't worry, shit be all right. Don't worry, cool. That's why a motherfucker pick up and go to Miami and be like, yo, shit, it's hot down on South Beach. Don't worry, fucking 3 weeks sleeping in the car, we'll make it. Talk to whoever you know and talk to that girl, this girl, that girl, this girl, that girl, and sooner or later you be sleeping somewhere. Like, so it's always like, yo, look, you gotta make it. Whereas when I'm around my counterparts in the UK, it's always a cushion. You want to make it, but you're not forced to make it because you have a cushion. And their cushion in the UK is not just a welfare cushion that, I don't know how the American system is, you probably go out. But the UK system, their welfare system consists of living arrangements also. And for women, child tax credits, for elderly people. It's all, the UK is a welfare system. NHS, the National Health Service, you get free medical treatment. Education is free. You know, they house, you know, the poorest of the poor. You know, they have homeless now because people are migrating from many of these European countries, and that's making the place overcrowded. But I don't know, give it 6-7 years ago, you wouldn't find homelessness. It's like, you know, so they take care. So I really want to know, because I go around some people sometime, and what made it, this is what made it spark. And I said, you know what? A lot of the people that I'm around have, but have to act like they don't have, because they don't want other people to look at them like they have, because they get help and assistance from other places. But they have way more than they have, but they act like they don't have because they don't want. And I'm like, so you'll get a lot of people that just look scruffy and act like they don't have, when truly they do have, but they can't show that they do have because, and I'm like, oh, so in a way that keeps you stagnated, you know? Whereas in an American system, you're going up. You went from a 2-finger ring to a 3-finger ring to a 4-finger ring, from 1 chain to 2 chains to 3 chains to 4 chains, to I had this car, now I got rims, now I got tints, now I flipped it, I got a Jeep, a car and a motorcycle. So you're seeing the progress in front of you, boom, 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 boom. And the people around you are saying, look, how are you getting this progress? Bring me in. And you bring whoever you can bring, and that's that. Whereas with the British system, and this all now rings true, and I'm gonna hit my spliff, and now I get it. 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 Okay, now I get it. I used to be very vocal, and still very vocal, about anything I see, especially when I see injustice. I'm always like, yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what are you doing? Yo, what's that about? Yo, why did they do that? Nah, they shouldn't do that. As a matter of fact, and they'd be like, yo, and I remember one day I was chilling with the OGs. They got their little clubhouse, you know, the West Indians, you go around, whatever they call it. They call it Shubins and you know, you in the UK, that's what they call it, shubins, places that you go. And the reason why I think they call it a shubin is because you shove in. So shubin, I don't know. You have to ask one of them. But places you go where you just find people hanging around, playing cards, maybe smoking weed, just talking, whatever. And I be very vocal about shit, like anything. If I see injustice, I'm like, yo, what is that? Man, get the fuck out of here, man, move. So I remember one of the OGs, he told me, and he was like, yo, the reason why you're like that and the reason why other people are not like that is because they depend on the government for things. So where you don't care, you can just say and you feel and you just say whatever because you don't need no one. You're not a paycheck man. Other people, they need housing assistance. They need child care assistance. They need even some subsidized. They might not even be getting the full assistance, maybe just a little bit. They might even say, yo, you know what? I make $300 a week. The average living wage is $340. The government might give them an extra $40. And just for that, they might be like, yo, you know what? I'm getting that every week times a month. You know, I'm 40, 40s, 80, that's 160. And to them, that might be weed smoking money. They'd be like, I'll just leave it alone. I don't want to mess up my weed smoking money to ruffle any feathers. And there's little things like that where I'm not saying that the people are not progressive. I'm not saying that. I'm not even putting it like that. I'm just saying that it creates an environment though, you know? And yeah, that's it, man. So is the welfare system a good thing? And for black men, yo, if it, I think for black, and this is something, how can you say that now for me where you be like, yo, somebody need help, they need help. But yo, I've never needed help. So I don't understand that. You got to make it happen. Motherfucking hustlers don't cry, they figure it out. So when you say it's like, that means that's why there's no room for failure. And even if I fail in this, I'm going to make it in that. And even if I make it in that, come on, I'm going to make it in that. But I'm going to make it. My OG told me one day, he said, yo, look, man, just keep trying. He says, yo, have you ever seen the man in the city walking around with leaves tied on them? I said, no. He said, yo, have you ever seen a man in the city eating rocks? I said, no. He said, yo, because that shit don't happen. So don't worry about what you're going to eat. Don't worry about what you're going to wear. Just keep trying. Go out there. Try. Keep hustling. You ain't going to tie leaves around you and you ain't going to eat rocks. You know? So, be a hustler, man. Be a hustler, man. Have ambition, man. Be a hustler. You can make it. It's never too late. You know, I shout out to Brooklyn, man, Flatbush, man. That shit made me a hustler, man. From packing bags, I think that was my first hustle. From selling motherfucking, when the school, remember when they give you the candy, you supposed to go home and sell that, man. I used to go to people, neighborhoods, outside the neighborhoods, sell that shit, ain't bringing nothing back. That was my hustle. I don't care. I ain't even robbing nobody. I gotta get money. How old are you back then? You in second grade and all that. That's the first hustle. What are you supposed to do? Sell these? I'm selling these shits. Man, I remember one of my older friends, one of my older brother friends, he called me at his house. Well, I was ringing his bell. He came, yo, what you doing? He be selling your mom's candy, nigga. What the fuck you think? Man, get the fuck out of here, because we ain't going to bring nothing back. Because you know how you do it. You're supposed to sell the candy, and they say, yeah, we're going to get the candy in a month, and we going to come because you sign up for it, because you helping us. Shit, I was at that nigga door. His mom's cool as shit. We used to go other places, sell candy and shit, get a little hustle. If you sell a couple bars, people look out for you. That's all it really was. It wasn't about nothing. It was just about people seeing you as a kid. They see you out here trying to do something, and they probably be like, hey, they probably know they ain't gonna get it, and whatever. They be like, here. Then after that, it was packing bags. From packing bags, you hustle, man. Gotta get out there. You need new sneakers. You need that. Mama can't buy that shit. You know? How you gonna impress the girls? How you gonna stay fly? How you gonna, man? You ain't gonna cry. You gotta get out there and hustle, you know? So being a hustler, man, that's a good thing, man. You know, being somebody that what's the word? That relies on a handout? Man, fuck that shit, man. That shit make you worthless. That shit give you no ambition. That shit, you can't bite the hand that feeds you. All that shit, all the rules apply. You see how all the rules apply? The man who paying, he the one was saying. He the one got to say, so all the same rules apply. So I say that to say, I ain't saying shit. I'm just painting something out. And I ain't giving nobody say, this is what you need to do, that's what you need to do, you need to do this and that. Whatever you do, man. We just kicking it. That's all. I used to go out on the street corners. I'm going out there right now. You know, kicking with my niggas. Be in a barbershop, be in the gym. You know, I be in places where a lot of people be at, man. We socialize. We always kicking it. And nowadays, shout out to Star, Troy Terrain, TRS. You know, what they call it, the Star Report. He said, what we call it, this the internet street. They down on YouTube corner. So, you know, you drop some knowledge on the YouTube corner and keep it moving. Anyway, what you talking about, TV? One, I'm out.